Let's talk about wildcard searches. They're kind of like range finds that we did before on the dates. We also used the wildcard asterisk before to find birthdays, but we're going to expand that to include the @ sign and the pound sign. So let's go ahead and modify our list view here. And we're going to take off the date of birth and then add in the address field. And now what we're going to do is go to find mode, click into the address field, and we're going to type in C**T. We'll perform the find, and you can see it found Court, CT with no letters between it, Craigmont with a whole bunch of letters between it, another abbreviated court, and then the full word court because it has a C at the beginning, a T at the end, and the asterisk says, I don't care how many characters are between, that's what I want to find. Let's go ahead and try the same thing on the last name field. So we're going to go into find, type in L**N. We'll perform that find. You can see it finds Lynn and Lauren. Let's go into the last name field and type in SHA and then an @ sign. We'll hit find. And you can see what it's done here is it's searched for SHA and then only one character. If we do a find for, let's say, SH, it's really the same thing. Or if we do a find for SH asterisk, again, really the same thing. So what's the difference? Well, an @ sign is one character. So if we go and change Shaw and type an E at the end, and now we do a find for SHA @ sign, you'll see we would just find the Shaw, not the Shaw with the WE at the end. And we can also do this, SHA @ sign, and perform that find. And see we find the other Shaw. So the @ sign is just one character and can be very useful, maybe not quite as useful as the asterisk, but occasionally it comes in handy. So let's go into find mode again. We're going to go over to the address field and type in 2 ##. Now, it's like the @ sign, but it's 4 numbers. So let's see how this works. So you see we find 233 Turquoise Court because it's the only address that had a 2 followed by 2 numbers. Let's do a find for 2 @@. And we'll perform that find. And you can see it found this one over here, which I modified when I was offline, and I put in an apartment 22A on Jeremy Lynn's record. So if you want to do this find, you're going to need it. But you can see how it differed. It actually found any 2 characters after it, not just numbers. And then we can go into find and type in 2 * and perform that find. And see it finds quite a few more places, including numbers that have 3 digits after it. And then of course we can go ahead and do a find for just 2 if we want. And that's essentially the same thing as 2 asterisks in this case. So we've got a pretty interesting range of wildcard characters. You want to make sure you understand each one. And let's go ahead and try using the pound sign in the postal code field. So we're going to start off by actually in the postal code, and we're going to have to actually modify this. So we'll take this off, and then we'll add in the postal code. And we're going to go into find mode and just search for an 8. Perform the find. And see we find all zip codes that begin with 8 because this is a text field. Remember zip +4 in Canadian postal codes? Well, it looks like numbers, and they're really at this point only numbers in there. But we made it a text field just in case for zip +4 and Canadian postal codes. But let's go ahead and change this to a number field temporarily. So go into Manage Database, and we'll find that postal code field, change it to a number, hit Change, and click OK. Now we'll do the same search, put an 8 in there, perform that find, and you can see it doesn't find it because it looks at numbers all as one value. You can't search for 8 because there's no 8 in there. There may be 86,504 as a postal code, but you'd have no just plain 8. What we can do though is go and find 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 pounds and hit perform find, and that will find all those postal codes that we found before when it was a text field. So we're going to change this back to a text field. One easy way to do this is to just simply click on this little down arrow and choose the field type as text. And we just changed it back. In fact, if you want to make sure, take a look at it, it's now a text field. So each one of these different types of wildcards can help you in different scenarios. Certainly the asterisk is more useful in a wide range of choices, but the @ sign and the # can also be useful. So fiddle around with these when you get a chance, because you really want to try different techniques, and really, if you try this stuff, you can try different examples, make up your own example, really help you with the retention.